Now, we just entered 2023, so trading tip of the week is patience. It's so rewarding, when you think of it, that trading incorporates a lot of our personality. Are you patient? Are you passive? Are you prepared to wait to get your price? Are you impatient, aggressive? Which means you frequently jump in on impulse and you jump out earlier than you probably should. We want to be taking these high probability trades. I'm a great believer in letting the market come to my price rather than me chasing the market, unless of course it's data or some news comes out. And of course, just a reminder, control those losses and then maximize those profits. It depends on what size you're trading, obviously, but if you're in profit, you can always take your position off bit by bit, 10-20% at a time. You haven't got a rush to get out, but what you don't want to see is the market go in your favor and then turn around and you end up getting nothing from those trades. We need the good trades to cover any bad ones. And no revenge trading. Now, remember, for me, there's two types of revenge trading. One is when you've had a loss and you chase that, trying to make that money back. That's gone. You'll never get that money back. And the second one is when you get out of a position too early and the market keeps going and you think, oh my God, I could have had so much more out of that trade. So you start going in against the market. And then, of course, you lose more because you was right in the first place, but you didn't hold on to your position. And I recommend that you build your fundamental knowledge for long-term trends. If you've got that really strong understanding of the fundamentals as I do, then over the last 2-3 years, it's been so much of a benefit. It really has. Of course, yes, I use the charts and everything as well. For me, it's the fundamentals that are going to determine the trends, most definitely, and the volatility. And then it comes down to using the charts to really sort of define your levels, help you with your timing to get in of those, out of the trades, and also where to place your stop losses. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some technical analysis as usual. Just a reminder, and for anyone that's new, welcome. And so black numbers in the right hand column are support resistance levels. They're generally off trend lines. Brown numbers are breakout levels, support or resistance, but if it breaks through, I expect it to go a bit more at least. Of course, nothing's perfect, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to give you some help here. Claret numbers, horizontal levels, they're based on two double tops, triple tops or bottoms, or just where I see sort of some horizontal support or resistance in the market. Pivot points, there's quite a few on there this week, so just to give you an idea of the colors. The blue one is the pivot point, the two above, resistance levels, the two below, support levels. Fibonacci's are on the right, but I haven't included any this week. Okay, so as usual, we start off with the Dow. Markets was again started the month sort of fairly volatile. Friday had a good recovery though to finish the week quite strong. On the daily, I've got resistance at 34,035, 33,658, 33,480. Support at 32,988. And 31,731. That's a breakout level. So that's off of the daily. Off of the 30-minute, I see resistance at 33,892 and support at 33,749. Then another level, 33,576. Which again is another one of those breakout levels. It's a support, unless it breaks through there, then I would expect the market to come lower. That's the way I look at them anyway. Okay, moving on to the S&P daily, I've got resistance at 39.19 with support at 38.05 and 37.49. For the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 39.32 and support at 38.85. And again, that's another breakout level. You know, you can either screenshot these or take photos with your mobiles just to sort of keep an idea. You know, I'm not saying they're perfect, but I hope that you do find them useful. So on Nasdaq for the daily, 11,299 resistance and 11186 resistance with support at 10,751. Now I've started to put some pivot points levels on because they worked quite well last week and again on Friday. So on the 30-minute for the Nasdaq, resistance at 11,171 and support at 10,969. And again, that's another one of those breakout levels if it gets through there on the downside. Russell 2000 small and mid cap stocks, resistance 1830 and support at 1731. On the 30-minute for the Russell, I've got resistance at 1808 and support at 1795. So they're quite tight. I would expect one of them to get broken quite quickly. Moving on to a couple of currencies. So the pound against the dollar, the cable, I've got resistance at 124.02 and 121.28. And then support at 118.50. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 121.37 and support at 121.11. So, you know, one of them is going to get broken very quickly. You know, the last 2-3 years, I've been massively bullish of the dollar. I'm not massively bullish this year, but I just can't see it crashing off. You know, it's already had a good correction. And for me, the US economy is still the strongest. You know, I'm not saying buy the dollar. I'm just basically saying be careful about perhaps selling it or buying some of the other currencies against it. Euro USD, I've got resistance at 1.0766 and support at 105.36. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 1.0697, support at 106.92. So that's obviously got to break out one way or the other. It pretty much immediately the market's open. Moving on to Bitcoin now. Again, just look at it, it's just ranging. It's almost become sort of more stable than the other asset classes. Complete reversal. So Bitcoin, I've got resistance at 17,080 and support at 16,270 and support at 15,810. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 17,100 and I've got support at 16,880. And if you look at the lows on Friday, S2 on the pivot points held really well. So as I was saying, you know, first of all, just note that this I've now put this on the 30-minute rather than the daily, and so I'm going to keep it on the 30-minute, I think now, because it's sort of more insightful, more sort of meticulous to what's going on during the day rather than just on the day. And as you can see, you know, they're still tracking each other, but when you look at them, Bitcoin's got less volatility than Nasdaq. You know, Nasdaq's always been a bit of a sugar rush, but then so was Bitcoin. But Bitcoin just seems a little bit more stable. Of course, you know, it's going to be a very interesting year for crypto. Last year I had no idea where it's going. To be honest, at the moment I probably still haven't this year, but time will tell. Could it be a worse year than last year? I don't think so for crypto. Hopefully there'll be some more positive news come out and it'll gain a little bit more traction again, get a little bit more of that investment coming in. So moving on to the gold. Again, that's had a good recovery, very late end of last year. Big bounce after it sort of was down in the 1600s and then sort of stabilized in the 17s. And then sort of in that last month or so, it sort of really took off. So I've got gold resistance 1880. I've got support at 1822 and at 1792. I must say that I think that gold is starting to react a little bit more to the dollar again there as well, and obviously still with data and stocks. But for a while it sort of missed what was going on with the dollar, but it seems to be coming back a little bit now. Gold 30-minute, so resistance 1876. Support at 1866 and again at 1839. So once again there, one of them will probably get broken fairly soon, beginning of the week. Last but never least is oil. So WTI, I've got resistance at 81.45 and support at 72.79. And then on the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 76.67 and 75.47 with support at 73.23. Just be a little bit careful with oil. There's negative and positive impactors around that, and they're going to remain there for quite a while, I would say, in at least the first quarter of this year. So it's one of those where it could go either way. Keep an eye on the dollar, but also keep an eye on the fundamentals that impact oil. If you don't know them, come and do a course with me. I'll teach them to you, no problem. I used to be a market maker for oil. So, okay, so Symax Fintech Services. Okay, so we do obviously this to help you prepare for next week, each week. And then to help you even more is our daily newsletter. That includes headlines, my views, global news, and of course, fresh daily chart levels and pivot points. There's the link for it. And then also, if you want to improve your education, beginning of a new year, great time to start. We do one-day workshops from all different levels, from sort of basic all the way up. Courses, 1 week courses. They can be intensive or they can be asset class focused, no problem. And then of course we've got our flagship masterclass, which is an accredited course. And that you can earn yourself a diploma, but more importantly, you're going to earn yourself the knowledge and the trading skills that you're going to need to navigate these markets in 2023. You can take the masterclass without the accreditation. It's like a flexi one. There's 4 weeks of guided learning, but you've got up to a year to take them, so you can fit them in around all your busy schedule. And we've got a new calendar out with more details, and just take a look, see if there's anything that interests you. There's got to be. Okay, we also do trader mentoring. That can be per hour, per day, per month, whatever you want from me. But I'm there, just to soundbite, or maybe I can identify where you've got a little chink in your armor and help you correct that. We consult companies to help them with their hedging portfolios and such like, and to traders, of course. We provide trader education to individuals, to exchanges, to brokers, to anybody that needs it. And one of our partners offers a funded account. So, if you haven't got the capital to trade, it shouldn't stop you. All you've got to do is pass their challenge to qualify. And we even hold a one-day workshop on that to help you. To contact us, info@symaxfintech.com, or if you've got any questions trading related that you'd like to aim directly at me, chris.tubby@symax-int.com. Look forward to hearing from you. I wish you a fantastic 2023. Just be safe, just be careful. Don't take too much risk on at the beginning of the year. Sometimes we can be a little bit too keen to jump in, as per my trading tip this week. But look forward to seeing you again next week. And once again, Happy New Year. Bye for now.